Ice and Embers, Steampunk Snow Queen, Steampunk Fairy Tales. Written by Melanie Karzak. Narrated by Leslie Parkin. London, 1814. The River Thames Frost Fair Handbill. Behold, the frozen Thames River transformed into an icy wonderland. Come one and all to taste her delights, under the fairy globes and starry nights. O'er the banks rejoice in frozen sweets, from beef to cream to bawdy treats. Thamesis calls London's children to her mirrored surface frozen o'er again, where winter's kiss trapped fairy revels in her cold embrace, and where man and fish drink as if in a race. Upon the surface of the Thames gather round, here where Frostiana will be crowned. You who come here are destined to tell of what upon a midwinter night befell. Chapter 1. A Midwinter Night's Dream. I exhaled deeply. My breath, heated by the passion of the kiss, slipped from between my lips and turned into a hazy cloud in the freezing winter air. "Elyse," John whispered, taking the pale blonde hair at the back of my neck into a gentle handful. He pulled me toward him again. His other hand, located on my lower back, gently pressed my hips toward his. I fell into the crush of his body and felt his warmth and want. I didn't pull away. This was everything I'd ever dreamed of. The idea that a man of his station could fall in love with a girl like me was impossible. But still, here I was. "Elyse, 5 minutes," Marv, the manager of our acting troupe, shouted. When he spotted us, however, a blush crept up on his cheeks and he disappeared backstage once more. "I believe you're needed, Titania," John said. He stepped back and looked me over, then straightened the collar on my costume. "Your makeup will need to be touched up, I'm afraid. I smeared it a bit." "I need to start carrying a hand mirror," I said with a soft smile. "Lovely fairy queen," John whispered in my ear, pausing to kiss my earlobe. "Don't let Oberon have the better of you." "Never. Are you staying to watch?" He nodded. "Wouldn't miss it for the world." I reached out to touch his face. The cold air had made the hollows of his cheeks red. "There are braziers near the front benches where your peers will be sitting. You'll be warm there." He gently took my hand and kissed my wrist. He stroked his finger across the blue veins below my pale skin. Lifting his eyebrows in a mischievous arch, he asked, "Do you think there is anywhere on this frozen river that's warm?" "In my arms," I replied, mirroring his playful expression. He laughed. "That's the best and most correct answer." I grinned playfully. If you wanted to be warm, then coming to the Frost Fair was a wretched idea. "But if I hadn't come, I wouldn't have seen my fairy queen." I smiled and looked deeply into his honey-coloured eyes. My heart beat so hard, I felt like it was going to burst. If I wasn't careful, my passion for John was going to make me swoon. Kai would say I was being ridiculous, that swooning was a fashion, not a physical malady. At the front of the theatre, I heard the sounds of flutes and horns. The play was starting. Marv appeared once more. Too stressed to remain courteous, he huffed at me. "Elyse, Lord Waldegrave, I'm sorry, but we really do need our fairy queen."